I was about to propose to my dream girl. Then a little boy ran up and called me dad. The ring was in my pocket. The violinists were already playing. Our families were hiding behind the private dining room doors, waiting for the biggest moment of my life. I stood up, reached for the ring, took a deep breath. Then, "Daddy!" A little boy came running across the restaurant and wrapped his arms around my leg. The music stopped. Every conversation died. My girlfriend slowly looked from the child to me. "Who is he?" I stared at the kid. "I have no idea." The little boy looked confused. "But mommy said you're my daddy." Before I could answer, a woman calmly walked into the restaurant. Elegant, confident, smiling. "There you are. Our son finally found you." Everything fell apart. The proposal, the music, my future. My girlfriend stepped backward. "Son?" The woman placed a folder on the table. Research documents, medical records, birth certificates. Every page carried my name. 6 years ago, I was broke. A medical research company paid volunteers to donate juice for baby research. The money covered my rent. I signed the forms, collected the check, and forgot about it. Until now. The woman looked at me. "You really don't remember?" The restaurant exploded with whispers. "He has a child? What about his girlfriend?" She looked at me with tears in her eyes. "You never told me. I couldn't tell you what I didn't know. I swear, this is the first time I've ever seen them." She looked at the engagement ring, then quietly closed the box. "I can't marry someone if I don't know who they really are." She turned around and walked away. The ring suddenly felt heavier than it ever had. 1 minute earlier, I was about to ask the woman I loved to spend forever with me. Now, I couldn't even explain myself. The woman sat down across from me, completely calm. "I'm not here to ruin your life. I'm here because my son deserves what belongs to him." Then she stood up, took the little boy's hand, and walked away. That sentence stayed in my head all night. My son deserves what belongs to him. The next morning, my attorney rushed into my office. "You've been served." I opened the documents. My stomach dropped. She wasn't asking for child support. She wanted the court to recognize the boy as my legal son. If she succeeded, he would become my legal heir. And because my company was worth billions, he could eventually claim a massive portion of everything I'd built. If the child was really mine, I'd accept responsibility. Every dollar, every sacrifice, every missed birthday. But something felt wrong, so I hired the best investigators money could buy. I told them one thing: find the truth. The first call came 2 days later. The fertility clinic on her documents doesn't exist. I frowned. Keep digging. The second call came the next day. The doctor who signed the records retired years before the child was born. I stood up. Keep going. Then came the third call. His voice sounded different this time. "Someone illegally accessed your confidential research records." "When?" "The same week you appeared on the cover of Forbes." Silence. She didn't find me because of the research. She found me because I became rich. But one question still remained. Was the little boy actually mine? The trial began. Reporters packed the courtroom. The woman looked completely relaxed. When the judge ordered an independent DNA test, she didn't even seem worried. Days later, the results arrived. The courtroom held its breath. The judge opened the report, read it, then looked up. "Probability of paternity, 0%. The entire room froze. The woman immediately stood. "That's impossible." The judge ignored her. Instead, he looked at the little boy. "Young man, can you come here for a moment?" The little boy walked over. The judge smiled kindly. "I have a question." The little boy nodded. "Who is your father?" Without hesitation, the little boy pointed toward the back of the courtroom. "My daddy is over there." Everyone turned. A man wearing a black hoodie slowly stood up. My eyes widened. It was the same man I'd seen standing near the restaurant entrance the day my proposal was ruined. The judge looked back at the boy. "Then why did you call him daddy?" The little boy smiled. "Because the lady bought me ice cream." The courtroom went silent. The judge blinked. "What do you mean?" The little boy happily answered. "She said it was a game. If I called him daddy, I'd get another ice cream." The silence became deafening. My lawyer slowly stood. "Your Honor, we've confirmed that the defendant illegally obtained my client's confidential research records. The clinic records were forged. The medical documents were fabricated. And the DNA report she submitted was fake." The man in the hoodie lowered his head. "I'm sorry. I thought it was a prank. She told me she wanted to surprise a friend before a wedding. She paid me to bring my son. I never knew she planned to use him to steal his company." The judge's face hardened. He slammed his gavel. "Liu Ruyan, you're under arrest for fraud, forgery, attempted extortion, and theft of confidential records." Officers immediately moved in. For the first time, she looked scared. As they placed handcuffs on her wrists, the little boy looked confused. He ran toward the man in the hoodie. "Daddy!" His real father picked him up, holding back tears. "I'm sorry, buddy." The little boy hugged him tightly, still believing the whole thing had been a game. 3 weeks later, I stood outside the same restaurant, same suit, same ring, same woman. She looked at me, then smiled. "This time, nothing's going to stop us." I laughed and got down on one knee. For a split second, I almost expected another interruption. Nothing happened. No lies, no fake documents, no whispers, just us. Before I could even open the ring box, she smiled through tears. "You don't have to ask." My answer never changed. Yes, sometimes the worst day of your life is just the day the wrong people reveal themselves. And sometimes the proposal that gets interrupted becomes the one worth waiting for.